students in group 1. This is lesson triangle and its parts. First, have you ever asked yourself why the sum of measures of the interior angle of any triangle equals 180? Imagine that you can cut the three angles of the triangle and put them together on a straight line. The angles make a straight angle, and we all know that the measure of the straight angle equals 180. So, if we can cut angle C and angle B and move them and make them like this, we get the three angles A and B and C together. They make a straight angle. So the sum of these three angles make a straight angle, and then the sum of measures of the interior angle of any triangle equal 180. For any triangle, if we have a triangle, an obtuse angle triangle, and we can move the angles together, we get a straight angle. So, if we have a right angle and we can cut the three angles together, we also make a straight angle. Then we can say the sum of measures of the interior angle of any triangle equals 180. So, measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C equals 180 degrees. So, let's move to our theorem. The first theorem of triangle and its properties is the sum of measures of the interior angle of the triangle equal 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Here we have three angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C. These three angles are interior angle of the triangle. If we draw ED straight line parallel to BC, then measure of angle DAB equals measure of angle B by alternate, and measure of angle C equals measure of angle EAC by alternate. So these three angles together make a straight angle, and this angle with this angle equal 180. So measure of angle B plus measure of angle C plus measure of angle BAC equal 180. So the sum of measures of the interior angles of triangle equal 180. Here we have some examples. The first one, find measure of angle A. Angle A is interior angle of triangle ABC. Since we know that the sum of measures of the interior angle of triangle equal 180 degrees, so measure of angle A equals 180 degrees minus 50 plus 30, which is equals 100 degrees. Here we have three angles A, B, and C. The measure of angle A equals x, measure of angle C equals 6x, measure of angle B equals 2x. We want to find the measure of angle A. Since the sum of measures of the interior 6x plus 2x equals 180 degrees. So 9x equals 180. By dividing the both sides by 9, we get x equals 20 degrees. So x is the value of the measure of the angle A. The measure of angle A equals 20 degrees. Here we have some colors about the triangle, and this colors is very important color. The measure of the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of measures of the two interior opposite angles. What is the exterior angle? The exterior angle is the angle lies between the extension of any side of the triangle and another side of the triangle. This angle is called exterior angle. Since this angle equals sum of measure angle A and sum of measure angle B. So measure of angle ACD is exterior, its measure equals 30 degrees plus 100 and 100 degrees, then it's equal 130 degrees. Note that in the second question, here we have triangle and we want to find the measure of angle A. Note that angle A is interior angle and angle ACD is exterior angle. So to find the measure of any interior opposite angle, we subtract measure angle A equals 130 degrees minus 80 degrees, which is equal 50 degrees. Then this angle equals 50 degrees. In the last example, here we have an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. AB equals AC. So measure of angle B equals measure of angle ACB. So measure of angle B equals 180 degrees minus 30 degrees divided by 2 equals 75 degrees. So this angle, its measure equals 75. Then measure of angle ACD equals 30 degrees plus 75 degrees equals 105 degrees. Here we have some important remarks. Any triangle has at least two acute angles. If we have an acute angle, we have three interior acute angles. And if we have a right angle, one of the three angles is right, and the two other angles are acute. And if we have an obtuse angle triangle, we have one obtuse angle and the other two angles are acute. So any triangle has at least two acute angles. Okay. The second note, if we have any triangle In a triangle, if the measure of one angle equals the sum of measures of the two angles, then this angle is right. In this triangle, we have three angles. If measure angle A plus measure angle C equals measure angle B, then measure angle B must be equal 90 degrees. Here, we have an example. In this example, we want to find measure angle ABC. Measure angle ABC. This angle, we want to find it. What's the given? The given is the ray AE is parallel to the line segment CD. So AD is a transversal. Then we get the two angles. Measure angle EAD, which is equal 45 degrees, equals measure angle D by alternate. So we can write proof of this example. Since AE lay parallel to line segment CD and AD line segment is a transversal, then measure of angle D equals measure of angle EAD, which is equal 45 degrees. Since angle ABC is exterior angle, of the triangle ABDC, then its measure equals measure angle of ABC equals measure of angle A plus, measure of angle D plus measure of angle C. So, since the measure of angle D equals 45 and measure of angle C equals 30 degrees, so the sum of these two angles equal 75 degrees. So the measure of this angle equals 75 degrees. Here we have another example, and we want to find measure of angle BDE. Look at the given. BC ray is parallel to BC parallel to AE, BC parallel to AE, this is C, and this is E, and we have measure angle B equals 120, measure angle E equals 20. We want to find measure of angle BDE, this angle. Since this angle is exterior angle of the triangle, so its measure equal sum of the two interior opposite angles, which are A and E. First, we are going to find the measure of angle A. Proof: since ray BC parallel to AE and AB is a transversal, then measure of angle A plus measure of angle B equals 180 because they are interior angles in the same side of transversal. So measure of angle A equals 180 minus 20 equals 60 degree. Then measure of angle A equals 60 degree. Since measure angle BDE is exterior angle of triangle ADB, its measure equals sum of the two interior opposite angle, which is E plus A. 60 plus 20 equals 80 degree.